He who fights with monsters should look to it that he himself does not become a monster. And if you gaze long into an abyss, the abyss also gazes into you. Those words have haunted humanity for over a century. They have been quoted in films, printed on walls, whispered by those who sense their truth but dare not examine it too closely. I am Friedrich Nietzsche, and today you and I will do what most refuse to do. We will look into the abyss together. Not to be swallowed by it, not to romanticize darkness like those who wear despair as a fashion. No, we descend because the abyss contains something you need, something that has been hidden from you, something about yourself that polite society, comfortable religion, and your own fear have conspired to keep buried. This is day 1 of 21 days together, and I must warn you at the outset, I am not here to comfort you. I am here to transform you, and transformation, real transformation, does not begin with light. It begins in darkness. Let me tell you what I discovered in my own life, so you understand why I speak of these things. I was a professor at the University of Basel at 24 years old, the youngest ever appointed. I was praised, celebrated, destined for a respectable life of academic achievement, and I walked away from all of it. Why? Because I looked around at the scholars, the professors, the respectable men of learning, and I saw something terrifying. I saw men who had never truly lived, men who studied life instead of living it, men who wrote about courage but had never been afraid, men who lectured about passion but whose eyes were dead. I saw what I would become if I stayed, and so I chose illness, poverty, solitude, and wandering over a comfortable life built on lies. I tell you this not for your pity. I tell you because you are standing at your own crossroads, whether you know it or not. You have come to this teaching because something in you recognizes that the life you have been living is not the life you were meant to live. Something in you is ready to look down. So what is this abyss I speak of? It is not merely darkness. It is not simply fear or depression or nihilism, though the shallow interpreters have called it such. The abyss is the place where all your illusions end. It is the space you encounter when you strip away everything you have been told to believe, everything you have used to comfort yourself, every story about who you are and why you are here. It is the raw confrontation with existence itself, unmediated, unfiltered, without the anesthetic of belief. Most people will do anything to avoid this place. They will fill their lives with noise, with entertainment, with busyness, with the opinions of others, with goals that society has handed them, with pleasures that numb rather than awaken. And I do not entirely blame them. The abyss is terrifying. But here's what I learned in my years of solitude, in my walks through the mountains of Switzerland, in my long nights of pain and vision. The abyss is not your enemy. The abyss is your teacher. When I wrote that the abyss gazes back into you, I was not issuing a warning to turn away. I was describing an initiation. You see, when you finally allow yourself to look into that darkness, when you stop running and stand at the edge and peer down into the void of meaninglessness, something extraordinary happens. The abyss begins to reveal what you truly are, not what your parents told you that you are, not what your culture programmed into you, not the mask you wear for your employer, your friends, your lover. The abyss strips all of that away, and what remains, that is the question of this entire journey. That is what we will discover together over these 21 days. But today, we simply begin. Today, we learn to look. I once wrote, One must have chaos within oneself to give birth to a dancing star. That chaos lives in you. It has always been there, beneath the order you impose, beneath the control you grasp for, beneath the identity you have constructed. Today we stop pretending the chaos does not exist. Today we turn toward it. Now, I will guide you through a contemplation. This is not relaxation. This is not escape. This is confrontation of the highest order. This is the beginning of courage. Find a position where your body can be still. You may sit, you may lie down, but your spine should be aligned, not collapsed. Even in darkness, we do not crumble. We stand or we sit with the dignity of one who is ready to see. Close your eyes now. Take one breath, a deep breath, not to relax, but to arrive, to say to yourself, I am here, I am present, I am ready, and release. Again, breathe in, feel your lungs expand, feel that you are alive, that breath moves through you, that existence has chosen to express itself through your body in this moment. And release. Now let your breathing become natural. I am not interested in controlling your breath. I am interested in awakening your spirit. I want you to imagine now that you are standing at the edge of a great cliff. It is night. The sky above you is vast and black, filled with more stars than you have ever seen. Ancient light, light that has traveled millions of years to reach your eyes. Before you is the edge, and beyond the edge there is nothing, only darkness, only depth, a chasm so deep that you cannot see the bottom. Perhaps there is no bottom. This is the abyss. Feel what arises in your body as you stand here. Perhaps there is fear, perhaps a tightening in your chest, a tension in your stomach. Do not push this away. Do not pretend to be braver than you are. Simply notice. Perhaps there is also something else, a strange pull, a curiosity, something in you that wants to look, that wants to know, that is tired of turning away. This is the part of you I am speaking to. This is the part that will walk this path with me. Now, take one step closer to the edge. In your imagination, feel your foot move forward. Feel the ground beneath you. You are closer now. The darkness before you is immense. I want you to ask yourself a question, and I want you to let the answer arise from somewhere deeper than your thinking mind. The question is this: what have I been running from? Do not rush to answer. Do not give me the answer you think you should give. Let the truth rise slowly, like something emerging from deep water. What have you been running from? Perhaps it is a feeling. Perhaps it is a memory. Perhaps it is a truth about yourself that you have never wanted to face. Perhaps it is the simple, devastating recognition that you do not know why you are here, that existence has no obvious meaning, that the stories you were told have failed to save you. Whatever it is, let it be present now. You do not have to solve it. You do not have to fix it. You simply have to stop running. This is what it means to gaze into the abyss, not to analyze it, not to understand it, simply to be present with it, to stand at the edge and not turn away. Now, here is what the interpreters miss. Here is what the quoters of my words fail to understand. Yes, the abyss gazes back, but what gazes back is not evil. What gazes back is not destruction. What gazes back is depth, your own depth. The abyss is not something outside of you. It is the unexplored territory within you. It is every question you have been afraid to ask, every emotion you have refused to feel, every possibility you have been too small to imagine. When the abyss gazes into you, you are being seen by your own potential, by everything you could become if you had the courage. Let that recognition move through you now. The darkness is not your enemy. The darkness is the womb of your becoming. I spent years in solitude, years in physical pain, in near blindness, in poverty and isolation. And in that darkness, I discovered something that the comfortable scholars never will. I discovered that when everything is taken from you, when every external support falls away, something remains. And that something is not nothing. It is the will to create, the will to overcome, the will to become. This is what waits for you in the abyss, if you have the courage to stay long enough to find it. Take another breath now. And as you exhale, I want you to say something silently to yourself. Say it not as a wish, but as a declaration. Say, I am ready to see. Again, feel the words move through you like a current. I am ready to see. One more time, mean it. I am ready to see. Good. Now, step back from the edge. Slowly. In your imagination, take a few steps back from the cliff. The abyss is still there. It will always be there. But you do not have to stand at the edge continuously. The practice is to visit, to look, to let yourself be seen, and then to return. You will return to this edge many times over our 21 days together. Each time you will see more. Each time you will be less afraid. Each time the abyss will reveal more of what you are capable of becoming. Begin to feel your body again. Feel your feet if you are sitting. Feel your hands. Feel the surface beneath you. Feel the breath moving in and out of you. This simple animal rhythm that connects you to every creature that has ever lived. And when you are ready, in your own time, let your eyes open. Welcome to the first day of your transformation. I want to leave you with this thought. Most people sleepwalk through their entire lives. They are born. They are told what to believe. They pursue what they are told to pursue. They suffer when they are told their suffering has meaning. They die having never once truly looked at their existence with their own eyes. You have just done something different. You have begun to look. This is no small thing. This is perhaps everything. I once wrote, and those who were seen dancing were thought to be insane by those who could not hear the music. The music is just beginning, my friend. Today was simply learning to stand still long enough to hear the first notes. Tomorrow, we continue. Tomorrow we go deeper into what happens when the old certainties collapse. Tomorrow we face the terrifying freedom of a world without ready-made meaning. But for today, you have done enough. You have looked, and you have not looked away. That is courage. That is the beginning. Until tomorrow, I am Friedrich Nietzsche, and this is day 1.